it's weird because people, I don't think, understood that the person in the picture is not stolen valor. I'm not faking it. But the way it was framed, some people thought like me as a person was stealing valor. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nicky MGTV for another video. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below if you have questions. But as always, let's roll right into the topic. That is, my Instagram was on the front page of Reddit. So I guess you can say I've made it big time, because literally everyone and their mom told me that I made it on Reddit. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting it for this reason, but I really didn't end up on Reddit. Someone else ended up on Reddit. It was just me that was physically on Reddit. So to give you guys some context, obviously being in the military and posting photos of yourself in the military, you're going to attract some attention. Making these videos is probably not why I got my face on Reddit, but it's actually my Instagram, which is weird because I don't really post stuff there to grow that, other than maybe a little bit organically to reach you guys. But what I was going to let you guys know is I ended up getting all these messages that I was on there, and it's frustrating because as you grow a little bit, and it's like big enough to say that you have a huge catalog of photos, but not big enough for tons of people to recognize you. So these scammers from, I'm guessing, Africa, because I keep hearing that Africa is where these people say they're deployed to. They say, they use my photos to, I guess, woo women into thinking that I'm them or whatever. So they get catfished pretty bad. And to be honest, this is probably the worst part about doing YouTube or having any public entity as far as Instagram, is the fact that women have seriously wrote me and told me that they've sent thousands of dollars to some stranger. They have no idea who they are. And so I sit here as a person that literally has no power in the situation other than say, sorry, go do your research. It's very rough for me because I actually take pride in like having some kind of integrity on my channel and my dealings with people, but it's frustrating because I don't have any control when these scammers do that. But I also want my stuff, my content, as far as what I post on Instagram or YouTube, to be public. And obviously there are people out there that are going to use it for malicious intent. They use me for scamming, but the second thing is that they also get confronted by people. So whoever posted this was like, hey, you're copying Nicky, this is not you, you're stealing, this is stolen valor. And anyway, so the photo that I'm going to show right here, you can see they say that they said that they were a sergeant. They said something about Miss Cooper. I don't know where they get these names. The person I was with isn't even the last name of Cooper. So what ended up happening was they were called out, and so people were talking about how it's not really stolen valor because he's not getting anything out of claiming to wear the uniform. So typically when I think of stolen valor, I talk about like someone physically wearing the uniform, not impersonating me through a Instagram or something of that nature. To be honest, it has gotten out of control. I cannot control how many of these accounts are out there. You probably could search up my name and find 10 right now. It's just, I cannot maintain this, and people write me, and I want to get rid of these accounts, but I don't know to what extent. I can't control it. It's a fire that it keeps spreading that I have no control over, sadly. It's kind of interesting as well because is this stolen valor? Stolen valor says if you are using the uniform in order to get some kind of tangible benefit. Again, does this claim, fall in the rights of somebody that is in West Africa, as I'm assuming they might be, possibly trying to scam people? No, it's not going to go follow them where they're at. And honestly, this type of scam stuff has been going on for a long period of time, so I'm not the only person that has experienced this. Mike Cincy I've talked about before. I'm sure most other people that have been on YouTube have dealt with something of this nature where they've had to address this. The comments of this entire thread, I'm going to link it down below that you can check out, but if you're not military, it's very hard to grasp context of what people understand or don't understand about the military. And it's proof as to why I'm like, oh, there's a lot of people that really don't know about this thing that I talk about every single day. For example, like my rank is not sergeant, it's a first class petty officer. It's very easy to throw titles around that are sounding military like, and people kind of believe them without being able to put the full context or picture together to be like, this is valid or not valid. And for the guys that are out there that are on Reddit that were like, hey, dude, that's Nikki, thank you for the people that wrote that, because honestly, I think without that context, a lot of people would have missed this. And they would have maybe seen my face and been, it's weird because people, I don't think, understood that the person in the picture is not stolen valor. I'm not faking it. But the way it was framed, some people thought like me as a person was stealing valor, but it wasn't understood that no, this is a person that's using my photos to then impersonate me to then get a benefit or to woo women over that are in the United States. So that's pretty much my story that I know a lot of you guys reach out to me that I wanted to address. So if you find the accounts, please do not message me about it. I can't stress that enough, because at this point, like I said, it's a fire I cannot control. The best thing you can do is report these guys. If you'd like, confront them. Hopefully that they delete it, but that's the best that I can ask of you guys. So, but if you guys do have questions about anything, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. I love you guys.